Pittsburgh? And who's going to get me more points? I'm almost guaranteed rushing touchdowns for Jalen Hurts.
Almost, but I think that's what Pittsburgh's going to focus on.
You guys aren't going to stop the tush push. Nobody can.
No, nobody's going to stop the tush push, but they're going to lock in on trying to stop the run.
Man, welcome everybody to another episode.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
No balls, no glory. It is that time, man. It is that time, man. I know fantasy football is there, baby. It's breathing. It's a living human being. It's right around the goddamn corner, baby. Fantasy football is amongst us, baby. The finals. Well, not the finals, but playoffs.
Just the white part.
Playoffs, man. I almost had T. Higgins pissed in the bed last week, man. And I say I was supposed to be playing CC this week. That's all right though. T. Higgins had this game last week. Motherfucker finna go crazy this week. That's all I'm gonna say. He gonna have his game this week, baby. Yeah, we got TC, the first lady, and we got Drew Dog White Chocolate in the building, man. Say what's up, y'all.
What's up, everybody?
Happening?
Man, it is up on us, man. 7 fantasy leagues, playoffs, 6 of the 7. The only league I did not make it in was the league I won in, Homegrown Heroes. I wish them guys nothing but the best over there. And I tell them, once I'm eliminated from the playoffs, I will never touch a goddamn waiver wire. That ain't how I operate, man. But you got people that go in there and touch waiver wires, man. But Game made a valid point today when we were talking about waiver wires today. Game said something that was really significant, man. He was like, what if I see somebody on waivers, somebody drop somebody, and I see somebody on waivers that I want to keep? And I make a good damn point, man.
So you do what I said about this morning when I sent the text in the Vampire League. You what the standard waiver period would be. Now I know in that league and the Vampire League we don't have waivers. You can just pick up whenever. So what I did in my other leagues as well, limit the rosters. If you're not in the playoffs, you don't touch the waiver wire until Friday.
Don't touch them to Friday, huh?
Yep, if you're not in the playoffs. And then that gives everybody else Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if if they're a playoff team and they don't do their moves on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, then they probably shouldn't be in the fucking playoffs anyway.
That's their fault.
But I think they talk about like just say like a McCaffrey. Somebody drop a McCaffrey.
Yeah, I dropped McCaffrey today.
So somebody can go in there and pick him up and keep him next year.
Yeah, but they'd have to keep him in the first round, and I think that's done for McCaffrey in my honest opinion. I don't think the 101 pick is going to be Christian McCaffrey going forward.
I think
he let too many people down this year. Exactly. I think Saquon and Derrick Henry are going to be right near the top with like your Amon-Ra's, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill. They're still going to maintain, but I think Christian McCaffrey falls to the back end of the first, maybe middle second as the furthest fall for next year's drafts. And it all depends on how he recovers from this knee injury.
Yeah.
He's getting old. Christian McCaffrey's been run through, basically. I hate to put it that way, but he has. And I just don't think he is the same Christian McCaffrey that everyone benefited from for all these years. And the NFL, I think, is going to more of they're noticing that basically every team, with the exception of, say, the Eagles and Ravens, they have basically two running backs in the backfield, switching off and on, switching drives, switching you know what I mean? So
Lions.
look at the Lions are a perfect example with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I think they're laying out the blueprint for the future of the NFL. You're not going to have a single bell cow running back anymore.
Oh, that died about 3 seasons ago.
I mean, you still got Derrick Henry and Justice Hill gets to come in every once in a while and fuck around.
Yeah, but can you really call Justice Hill like a 1A?
No, and that's the same with like Kenneth Gainwell. You're not going to call him a 1A.
He's not a 1A.
But I think we've also seen from looking at San Francisco that if you're somewhat decent and you can hold on to the ball and you're not as slow as a lineman, you can succeed in that fucking scheme.
Yeah, yeah.
We got Isaac Arendo, who wasn't even at the beginning of the season, was like practice squad, not even fourth fucking string, and just put up like 35 points last week.
And hurt.
Right. Like, so fuck any Tom, Dick, or Harry seems like they can jump in the goddamn 49ers backfield and get some run.
Suit me up. Shit, I'm good for at least a game. I get you about 50, 60 yards.
He said around 50 or 60 yards.
It might take about 30 carries to get it.
But hey.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I think, and that's also why I dropped McCaffrey today, because I knew I wouldn't be keeping him next year either because of that. And I'll take my chances in the first round draft. If I really want Christian McCaffrey that bad, depending on where I draft, I can probably get him.
That's wise. I'm considering the same thing for Stroud because clearly I'm not going to be able to keep him. And at this point, I don't really want to.
Nope. On my roster right now, I think my keeper would probably, if I had to choose a keeper this moment, maybe Jahmyr Gibbs.
Definitely keeping Gibbs.
Maybe Jalen Hurts.
You want young running backs.
Right. And David Montgomery is not going to be around forever.
And they're in a good split where, they're not getting beat the fuck up.
They are.
I'm not sure what the exact split is right now, but I know it was, I want to say week 13. I saw a stat right before the Lions game, and it was like each running back had 171 touches or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like
it's almost
both of them had an identical. So yeah, you got to deal with the timeshare thing, but I think, like you said, Dinos, it's kind of been shifting that way over the last 2-3 years. I think next season and the next 2-3 maybe seasons, almost every team is going to have two, and you're going to be looking at 1A, 1B situations, and you're never going to have that super fucking stud again. You're going to have mediocre games basically throughout, and then when they're running the hot hand, you'll get that guy. But,
so essentially what you're saying is there's no longer a handcuff. You almost have to draft the handcuff now because that person's going to get damn near the same amount of carries as your starter.
Right. But
no
you don't
more
want to you don't want to draft that handcuff, and then you're taking a risk. Say I would have drafted Montgomery and Gibbs. I could have started them both, really.
You literally could start
season.
them both. Yeah, and been fine.
But that's a risk at the same time. You know what I mean?
It isn't, because guess what? They're each other's handcuffs. So if one gets hurt, oh well, now he gets all the carries.
But to invest highly in those two running backs, you're kind of cutting your own dick off.
I mean,
if one of them
it depends. Like if he fall, obviously nobody was taking Montgomery over Gibbs. But if a couple rounds go by and Montgomery's there, and it's like, do I want Montgomery or Justice Hill? I'm taking Montgomery. That's a no-brainer. BP, you good, man? You sit over there looking like the Grim Reaper, guarding the goddamn cool.
No, I'm trying to get everything centered. Get everything sent out to our listeners, man. That's all, brother. That's all. I'm here, baby. You just you squeaked by me last night, man. Cause that
T. Higgins.
motherfucker T. Higgins ain't did shit, man.
I
Oh
said
man.
BP will probably. I said we need to send somebody up. BP probably up there breaking some shit at his house.
Oh no. I was in
I
there,
was
man.
right.
Hey,
Yeah. I was
Yeah, it
right. And
that
I'm
game
glad
I
that
clinched
game pissed
last
me
week.
off last night, and I needed the Bengals to win to
Smart.
stay alive in my survivor pool, and I'm through to week 15. And the thing is, I'm so indifferent because I'm kind of over the stress of it,
yeah,
but I'm
fantasy
still
football.
alive. But it's like I'm not even happy because it gets harder every damn week. And
And you
only
didn't
thing you
make
can hope for is like
gridiron, man.
you're hoping for upsets and you're hoping one of your team ain't the ones that got upset. So it started with 1,200 plus people, and we're down to like a little over 100.
Everybody, some people that's been eliminated, baby.
It's been
glad.
like 11, about 1,000 plus people have been eliminated. I'm one of the few
Yeah,
hundred
baby.
that's left. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
need some of y'all expert opinion with these picks
I
this week. This shit looks awful. Nothing looks good.
hey man, I'm just gonna put my team out there, let the chips fall where they may, man. Hey, if
You
it's
say that, but you
if
gonna be hemming and hawing all week,
if it's
waffling. You gonna change your
hey
damn
man,
starting lineup 4 or 5 times.
everybody is, man. Cause the thing
It's
I,
gonna be
is,
a
cause this is
I'm
the
only
thing.
making one change this week, and it's a change that I'll probably go back and forth on. I was talking about it right before we came on the podcast. He knows you didn't hear this. Do I play Jalen Hurts against Pittsburgh or Patrick Mahomes against Cleveland? Against BP in the first round of the playoffs.
oh, you got BP the first round. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
The new guy gonna come in and wipe out the chump.
Take his
Hey,
punk
hey,
ass out.
hey, look at here.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
Hey, I
Show
bet
is.
hey,
Take his
I know
out.
who I'm starting at quarterback. Mr. Josh Allen, baby. And
Hey,
Dino
From
was
your
over there
from your
spreading like Dino was
from
over
hey,
your
there spreading
fucking
like
trade
crazy.
robbery earlier in the year.
I was on the receiving and giving
Oh
end of
no,
Josh Allen this week.
oh
I
yeah.
should you should be arrested for fucking receiving
Now,
stolen goods.
now I know you ain't talking. Now I know you ain't talking. Hey, if you you stay in the way. What's the saying about you stay in the hey? You can't throw stones if you stay in the glass house, partner. Because
Well, check this out.
you done robbed somebody and raped somebody and pillaged somebody too. So don't even
No,
go
I
there.
didn't. Just
All
because
right, man.
Jimbo sent me 5 players for one, that's his own dumbass fault. He sent the trade. I didn't.
But
I
look
just
where
hit the accept.
Jimbo's sitting at though, man.
Check this out, BP. I'm a make your seat a little uncomfortable. So, you know, how we always talk about in fantasy, when a player
Mm-hmm.
goes off, he seldom does it in back-to-back weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you a three-piece crunchy is gonna be a James Cook week.
It's Josh Allen. No, it ain't.
It's gonna be a
Josh
James Cook week.
Josh Allen's gonna get at least 25 to 30. And I bet you a 4-piece crunch.
Ugh, not the
I
whole
bet
piece.
you a 4-piece combo, shrimp and fish. Yes, sir. He gonna get between 20, he gonna get a minimum of 25.
A minimum 25.
A minimum.
You sure about that?
He
That's
gonna
the
get
bet
20. Josh Allen will get 25 or more points.
Against Detroit?
against the
Against who?
Lions.
Oh,
With the
I'm taking
Lions.
that bet.
Look, like I said, all
See,
I
you
said,
see how we can't
listen,
hear him now? That's that full of shit
Hey,
he is. We can't even hear what he's saying right now.
Bill,
He
Bill,
gone.
look, all I know is I'm glad I clinched my playoff spot last week and that I didn't have to depend on this game. Because when I looked at the schedule and I saw who Jamie had, I said, watch this Chase. Watch Chase come back to bite me in the behind. We vetoed him trading Chase away the game. Watch what. You know I was winning that whole game to the last touchdown.
Hey,
Wait, so you had Jamar Chase and you traded him?
no.
We blocked Jamie from trading Jamar Chase to the game. Remember?
Oh yeah, because that was some bullshit trade.
Right.
Hey, man.
The
And
good
then
thing
CC
is
got
that
burnt by it.
wait a minute, and then the good thing about it is that Chase and Burrow are out of the playoffs. None of us have to deal with that madness.
Yeah, that stack is gone.
That's that. No, you don't even. It ain't even a stat. It's both of them. It didn't matter if you had. They're individually eating. They ain't winning nothing in reality, but they killing cats in fantasy.
Yeah, it's a difference between fantasy and reality. Like I said,
Like that.
They are the prime example of a different. Like I've been in and out of it because I told y'all I don't know who I pissed off to get back-to-back viruses.
damn, I'm saying for real.
Like I don't know who I pissed off.
What did you do to get a virus back to back, man?
I had a sinus infection and then a stomach virus.
Damn. You got that double dip.
So I didn't see none of the Pittsburgh game for real. I heard it. I ain't see it.
You heard and didn't need to see. They won the game.
Right.
They should have lost, man. Them bastards should have lost, man.
But
I guess my qualm is in gridiron BP. You talking about gridiron? This is the first time in at least 8 seasons I didn't make the playoffs.
Man.
And the thing is, I started 4-1 in that league.
You did.
And proceeded to finish 5-9.
You only won one more game.
2 4-game losing streaks.
That'll do it, man. That'll do
But
it.
It was my quarterback.
I played
I will
the
never
back-and-forth
draft
game.
Patrick Mahomes again in fantasy football. Never.
I've been telling you this shit. How long? I've been saying it for 2 seasons. And everybody's like, man, you crazy. I said, dude, I didn't say in real life. I said fantasy wise, he's no longer elite.
No, because
He's the ultimate game manager. He's going to do what the game calls for them to win. Not
right.
He's not
Fill up a
fan.
stat sheet.
He's not.
But
He
you got-
doesn't care about
you-
filling up stat sheets.
But you got to look, man. If he had Rasheed Rice, it'd probably be a little bit different, man.
No,
It would be better. It would be a
be
little
better.
It would be a lot. It would be different, man, because a lot of people had Rasheed Rice and like, God, dog it, man.
I
That
did.
killed him.
Gridiron.
And that killed you, didn't it?
Him and Stroud.
Yes, because you know Rasheed Rice was going to put up, he was going to get you at least 17, 18 each week.
He was the number
Period.
1 receiver until he got hurt.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And
Because
then
Kelsey
who-
wasn't doing shit. It was all
Right.
Rasheed Rice.
and Rasheed Rice, you know he was going to muster up some double touchdown games. He was going to get you some 30 and some 30. He was going to get you a 30 or 40 and squares in there somewhere. But man, fantasy is so inconsistent this year, man. Players
just
get hurt,
looked.
man.
It's
I just
frustrating.
looked in 8 leagues. I made the playoffs in 3.
Damn,
That's
dog.
tough, man. Hey, that's tough, man. I said
And
it.
I got last place in 3 of the leagues that I didn't make it in.
Oh, dude, one of my
Mm.
guys. Shout out to Mason. I don't know if he's listening or not, but we was talking at my hockey game Sunday. He finished last in his league, and he has to get a pink license. He has to put a pink license plate frame on his car for 2 months that says he sucks at fantasy football.
Ours has to do that too. Our last place in my home league, but they have to keep it on until next season.
Oh God, a whole year?
Yeah,
Ooh, that's rough. You got to go to the car wash with that shit on.
you gotta go everywhere, and we look for it. Like if we're out and about, and we see it, we see their car and it doesn't have it. Oh shit.
What up, Willie Jack?
Willie
Well,
Jack.
Well, look, I'm in last place, but I get to go to the playoffs yet, and I could do a little bit of shuffling here and there to not finish last place. But there's one
Oh,
league that
so that league is regular season. It's not overall.
well, look, no, I'm in the losers bracket of the playoffs. We're playing for
No,
a
I get
shit
it, but
trophy,
in
basically.
some leagues it's where you finish in the regular season, right? And in some
No,
leagues,
we do where you finish at the after the championship week.
okay. Because I know everybody's league is different. Because I know
Yeah.
out of six leagues, I made the playoffs in 4.
But now there is one league that I'm first seed in that I'm pretty happy about. I'm in a league with a bunch of breakers that I do like sports card stuff with. And the pot this year for that league, we all put in $100 card. And it's a 12-man league. Whoever wins gets all 12 cards.
Nice.
Damn.
And so you're getting $1,200 in value in sports cards.
On top
Off of
of your
that.
fantasy.
Well, no, that was the buy-in. Basically,
That was the
$100.
buy-in.
Yeah, it was
$100.
basically a $100 card was the buy-in. I put in a Jalen Hurts rookie, PSA 10. That's gonna hopefully stay with me.
You want to keep it the way it's looking.
Yeah, I have plenty. He's my main collection piece, so I have probably 8 or 10 autos, rookies, non-rookies, fucking memorabilia.
Needless to say, we free balling this stuff tonight. I did not do no run sheet.
And that's fine
Piece of garbage, CC. No, I'm just kidding.
9 o'clock. So,
hey man,
we can't talk about my Tennessee Vols being ranked number 1 because Mizzou took down Kansas Sunday.
You're a douchebag.
Hey, Bruno,
Who cares?
realize we gotta
Play each other in the first round of fantasy, and then our teams got to play each other in the first round of the college football playoff.
I know. So basically, I ain't fucking with you for like 2 weeks.
And
who is CC?
And CC is the one that eliminated Dino from his championship aspiration last year.
I don't want to do it too bad and then blow my wad in the first round and then comes into the second round and don't lay a fucking egg. That tends to happen in fantasy. So I'm a little nervous in elite because I think I scored a record amount of points. BP, I don't know if you fact checked that or not.
Nah, I ain't fact checked it. What you score?
I scored 274.
Hey,
Jamie scored 200 points in no ball, no glory all season.
Nope. What you say?
Has Jamie scored 200 points in no ball, no glory all season?
I ain't. Hold on, let me see something. I'm looking at 2 things at once. Let me go. Elite. Dino, you scored 297 against Ernest, right?
Hang on.
271. You got to score 270 against Ernest. And Ernest.
No. Yeah. I know you say a player don't usually do it twice.
I beat Ernest 296 to 167. I scored the most with that 296.
You know why I didn't get it? Your punk ass boy T. Higgins went out there and did nothing.
It will be the week that Charbonnet did what he did. I need him to do it next week.
Oh,
and elite.
And I didn't play Charbonnet, so that was 51 points on the bench. If I play him, I score like 320. That's got to be a record.
As soon as K9
went out, I put him in. I gambled because I wanted to see who I was going to feel more comfortable with going into the playoffs on the quarterbacks, Jordan Love or Stafford. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like these
I had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
These injuries are coming at like the absolute worst time. So Apparently Pickens ain't gonna play. And
Mhm.
this the first week of the playoffs. T. Higgins go out and lay an egg.
I think
Uh,
this week T. Higgins now bounce back though, man. Chase won't do
does
nothing
he?
this week. Watch.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Chase do something pretty much every week.
I don't think Chase will probably have like 5 receptions for 80 some yards. T. Higgins gonna be the one that go off this week.
Chase get
Okay, with
80 yards in a
in the
quarter.
first quarter. So how about this one? The Vikings
He had
receivers both went
107.
ham. So who keeps it up? JJ or JA?
Who Bengals play this week?
JJ, that was an anomaly for Jordan Addison, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Edison's had big games.
Yeah, but that was a specific anomaly that week. Hold on.
Yeah, so I mean, week 15 is a rough week because these matchups are fucking horrible. Most of them are divisional games, but the ones that ain't, they just bad matchups. Like you got the Falcons playing the Raiders. The Falcons haven't had an offensive passing touchdown in 4 games.
Maybe that means
It's
first
been
Because
it's
it's
been
due.
rumbling. It's been rumblings. They might put Penix out there.
They still
What
in
y'all think
chance.
about that?
They still in hunt for winning the division, so I don't think they're gonna put him out there just yet.
Champ,
Not if you can't score a fucking
champ,
touchdown, a passing
champ.
touchdown from your damn quarterback you paid $1 gazillion to.
I beg to differ you.
Chase gonna have 80 yards in the first quarter.
You think so?
They playing Tennessee.
Oh yeah, they playing the Titans. Titans might be pissed. They just lost to Jacksonville and only scored 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans
Are on quarterback tanking watch.
Oh yeah,
That's where they at.
Will Levis just lost his job because basically that was the game for him to show. All right, we don't need to go draft another quarterback. We're gonna give you another season, and he wet the bed
They have won 3 games. Winning at this point does not help them.
at all. No, the Raiders are in full on tank because I think they throwing Desmond Ritter out there because Aiden O'Connell is hurt again. Minshew is out for the year. So I think they're gonna throw Desmond Ritter out. But the Falcons are so ass. I'm so afraid to pick the Falcons to beat anybody right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like petrified. I don't trust Kirk Cousins for shit.
Mm-mm. I gotta give
Look
a
at you
big
like,
shout
don't
out.
do it.
I gotta give a big shout out to Chef V, man. Chef V made this seafood soup. She put lobster, shrimp, and crab meat into this seafood bisque soup, and it is
Like
fucking
lobster
amazing.
bisque.
Mm-hmm. This damn soup so good.
It's that
Now,
winter food.
I ain't saying to see my wife neither.
Hey, well, hurry up. Motherfuckers ain't come here to see you eat.
Right.
I was waiting on y'all. Y'all was over there talking about the.
No.
You the
You got the
host.
bowl all in the screen. You got cream and shit all on your motherfucking lips, looking like crackhead
Mm,
dope fiend.
it's on
Look.
the chin.
mm,
Sir. It's on your chin.
mm.
You missed the spot.
You got shit all on your damn shirt. What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on with that?
No, I don't. All right, man. Let's jump off into it.
No, we can't now. We distracted by your ass over there smashing this bowl of seafood bisque.
Mm. Damn,
Put the
man.
bowl down, BP.
I can't cuz I ain't ate all day.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's go and get it, man.
Oh shit.
Hey, couple big contracts just hit the market and stuff, man. Crazy contract. Yeah, y'all heard about the big contract that 15 years, $765 million. for
dumbest
Soto.
contract in the history of professional sports.
I just want to
I'm
know who
setting the
pissed.
over and under for this dude getting hurt at 3 months.
I just want to know
Who pissed in his Cheerios with the Yankees? Like
Well,
who did something to him?
here's the thing. Juan Soto has been on 5 teams in 6 years,
He's only 26 years old.
and he's 26. So you give him this long-term ass deal, thinking that's gonna make him stay. I don't know.
He can opt out after 5 years too.
He already got a ring, so he just going to the highest bidder. I don't need another
yeah,
ring.
But here's the thing: there's a certain bracket that you get into, and a certain negotiation tactic where it becomes a personal decision somewhere else, and that's where the difference between the Yankees and the Mets were. It's a $5 million difference with one less year.
Yeah, because they had a chance to match it.
But it's a $5 million difference. And I'm sorry, when you get up to $47 million versus $51 million, if you take the $51 million, you did it because it was something personal. Because it don't matter.
Well, the Mets just screwed they just screwed the pooch because they have no chance of winning, and they probably gonna lose Pete Alonso because they ain't gonna be able to afford him.
It's just like the Lakers and Clippers was, man. You got the big brother and little brother in town and stuff, man. And finally, the little brother landed one of the big fish in free agency, and it felt even better stealing the big fish from the big brother. So that's why it felt so good for the Mets. Now,
who was that the Lakers? Who was that the Clippers stole from the Lakers?
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
Because Chris Paul was set to go with Kobe now. He was set to go with Kobe. And then the NBA started hating, got pissed off, and vetoed the trade for Chris Paul going to the Lakers. And sent his butt to what's the name? Sent him right down the hall to the Clippers.
Oh, okay.
Same building, down the hall.
All right, y'all. We didn't really talk about it, but I guess since we're here, what should I be our poll question of the night?
Who will win the Heisman Trophy, buddy?
I think we did that one already.
No, we didn't. We did not.
We did a variation
of it.
It's 4 finalists, so I guess we could put it out there. One moment.
You have Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Jadante, and the Oregon quarterback. What's his name? Gabriel. Those are the 4 finalists for the Heisman Memorial Trophy. That's going to be given out this Saturday.
So did Ashton Jeanty?
Yeah,
Ashton Jeanty.
Ashton Jeanty, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and Gabriel from Oregon.
Dylan Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Those are the 4 finalists.
That was almost my grandson's name.
Dylan.
Damn, you old as shit, Dinos.
What's that?
I say you old as shit if you got grandkids.
Yeah, I thought I had a grandson.
Oh, yeah.
CC, look, we already know you older than dirt.
Damn. Hey, Max
driver's license number is 00002.
Black don't crack, Drew, because every time I tell somebody that shit, I get the most surprising and dirtiest look at the same time.
Bro, literally, I was about to say black don't crack. And I'm jealous.
Stop it.
Hey, man. Hey, Max Fried signed with the Yankees. I guess this was the Yankees consolation. 8 years, $218 million.
Saved a whole bunch of money.
A whole shit ton of money. Now they can go sign all the free agents they want to sign. Thank you, Mets, for taking that shit off our hands.
Yep. There, hey. And Soto was a big fish, man. But I get Scott Boras his credit, man. Scott Boras is the one that get
Who was
it
the fourth
done, man.
finalist?
Cam
It was
Ward.
another Cam Ward. Okay.
Cam Ward.
It was another quarterback. All right,
Yep.
poll is up. Get your votes in.
Get the votes in for the night, baby. Who will be our Heisman Trophy winner? It's gonna be good, man.
It really ain't. It's gonna be a runaway.
Yeah.
What you say, Travis and the Runaway?
It should be.
It should be.
It shouldn't even be. It shouldn't even be that hard. It's like everybody was making a big deal over the college football playoffs.
The Jim Thorpe, how he wasn't up for the Jim Thorpe and the other individual awards. And I said that's why I was trying to tell Coach, like, that's because he gonna win the Heisman. And Coach like, so what? He earned those other awards. He should get it. And just talked him up.
And he tells the truth too. He deserved. Hey, if he, hey, I want every award that's due to me. Hell
Exactly.
yeah, I want everything that's due. Coach Corey in the building. What's up, Coach?
Sure enough, just talked him up.
It's not something that ain't that hard. It should be a runaway for him for the Heisman. Just like when we was talking, just like the whole Alabama being left out of the college football playoffs. That was a no-brainer.
No way, because they was really trying to sell. Oh, well, they should get in, and then people started giving them shit, and they backed off of it.
Hey,
But what do you think about this? I
Yes,
think
committee.
Ashton Genty is gonna be like he could probably run away with it. And with the way the playoffs are, the Buffs didn't make the playoffs. So we get to see there'll be more exposure on Ashton Genty than we're gonna get to see out of Travis Hunter. So basically for the voting, we've got whatever Travis Hunter has done. But now
the
we
voting
get to
gonna be
see
done
Ashton
before
Genty again.
We've never had co-winners, correct?
No.
Do you
No.
think this is the year we actually could possibly have Heisman
Hell
Trophy?
no.
I'm just saying it's never happened, and you know what they say about that.
First time for everything. Coach Corey, you know, man?
Yep.
Do you think he's gonna be a co-Heisman Trophy winner, man?
There shouldn't be, but you know they hate Dion so much that you know I wouldn't doubt if they stick it to him that way.
Yeah, because when they didn't nominate Travis for the Thorpe Award, man, that was crazy. But I mean, hey, shout out to Shador, man. Since we on the college football, Shador won the Johnny Unitas Award, nation's best quarterback. He won the Johnny Unitas Award. So big shout out to Shador for winning the Johnny Unitas. Lot of awards coming up, man. Let me see where are our awards at. And then we can't be remiss to not talk about the college football playoffs and stuff, man. The bracket is out there and the bracket is set, man. It is out there and the bracket is set.
And I'm not happy.
They know.
You got Clemson at Texas. Then you got Tennessee at Ohio State. SMU at Penn State. Indiana at Notre Dame. And then you know what? It should have been a Tennessee should have dropped down there, and Tennessee or Ohio State should have dropped down there with a. See, Penn State got it easier, man.
That's why I was like, why do we get the hardest fucking road? So even if we get past Ohio State, now we got to fucking play Oregon. Like, who do we piss off?
That's right.
Y'all won't have to play Oregon. We'll take care
Yes,
of it.
we do.
The
winner of our game plays Oregon.
That's why I said y'all won't have to play Oregon. We'll get our lick back.
Oh, I see what you tried to do there.
that means y'all ain't gonna make it, man.
It took me a minute. It's been a long thing. Like, stall me out, Debo.
Now Arizona State play the winner of Clemson and Texas, which is go
Hey, look at that easy ass fucking bracket. Like, come on, man.
Who does Penn State play when they beat SMU?
Texas did not impress me
Penn
against
State to
fucking
play
Florida.
Penn State to play Boise, man.
Oh, I'd like to see that game, but I don't want to see Ashton Jeanty run for 300 on us.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. They got a lot of shit to fix with this college football playoff. It's the whole, what I'm saying, people that win their conference get the bye, they play the extra game, so that's why they get the bye. What about the teams that had like better records and didn't make it and didn't get to the it's like it's too many variables.
Yep.
And I think they jumped to 12 too soon. That's the problem. I think they should have just doubled it and went to 8
They should have
Oh,
went to
yeah.
or
8.
4.
Because
Should have just
now
went to 8. That'd have made it real easy.
now the playoffs start on the 20th of November, which is the 20th of December, which is next Friday, not this Friday coming up, but next Friday.
Mhm.
And then the national championship game is on God damn it, the national championship game damn near February, man. It's January the 20th, man.
They
That's
just
the national
extended the season. They're
championship
gonna be
game,
playing
man.
spring ball by the time the damn season over with.
Hey, man, after the national championship game, 2 months, man, they playing their spring game.
That's dumb. And then if they ever decide to extend this shit, so what they gonna have to do, they gonna have to get rid of 2 non-conference games. That's the only way they'll be able to keep doing this shit.
Yeah, because then
And then you have your playoff start the first week of December.
you gonna have
Well,
some teams that play 14, that play almost 16 games, man. If they want to reach the championship, they playing 16 to 17 games like an NFL season, dog.
Yep. And then injuries is gonna start creeping in.
What was Georgia's record?
Get back up there.
10 and 2,
Georgia
11 and
All
2.
right now.
11-2. Same record as Tennessee.
Coach Corey,
But
what you finna say? What you
they're
finna say,
not.
Coach?
They want
They
the
got
revenue. They don't give a shit how many games these kids have to play.
more
They
money in
want
their
the
pocket,
revenue.
right, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, so what? They play 16 games. Half these bastards are gonna leave after that anyway. So they're like, what are we saving them for? They ain't gonna be making us no more money anyway.
They going straight to the
Bastards!
league, man. Hey, man, then like I said, you got those first round matchups. Then you got the other bowl games, man. Then you got the winners of those games playing Arizona State in the Chick-fil-A, the Peach Bowl. Then you got the winner of that one playing Oregon in the Rose Bowl. The winner of the down there with the Georgia matchup, they are playing in the Peach Bowl. They play Georgia in the Peach Bowl, now in the Sugar Bowl, and then that's it, man. That's crazy though, man. You got all those bowl, and then Boise State playing the Fiesta. So the winner of that play. So then you got
This is just set up so that Georgia could possibly make its way to the championship game again.
Hey man, you got the Celebration Bowl, man. 2 HBCU, Jackson State versus South Carolina State, man. And man, it's a buzz around Jackson State going back to the Celebration Bowl, man. The hard work that the coaching staff and everybody did down there at Jackson State, man. So Jackson State down there making a little noise and stuff. They finished 11-2, and they won the SWAC East and everything. And they doing their thing, man. So Jackson State down there, man. They lost to Louisiana Monroe, and then they lost to Grambling. Those are their 2 losses. And everybody else, they came in and put boot to ass, man. And as simple as that, man. So big shout out to the Jackson State Tigers, man. They in the Celebration Bowl, man. Then you got the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, Memphis and West Virginia.
Say
Some of
one
these
more
bowls,
time.
the Scooter Toffee Frisco Bowl. Then you got the yes. Then you got the IS Forest Salute to Veterans Bowl. Then you got the Boca Raton Bowl, which is Western Kentucky and James Madison. Then you got the R&L Carrier Bowl in New Orleans, Georgia Southern versus Sam Houston. Then you got the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. What the hell is the Staff DNA Cure Bowl?
There's too many goddamn bowls.
Hey, that's Ohio
That's what I'm
State.
saying. That nobody
versus
cares.
Jackson State. Then you got the Union Home Mortgage Bowl, Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. You got Tulane in Florida down there in Tampa. What the hell is Union Home Mortgage? That's a mortgage company, man. Then you got the Myrtle Beach Bowl, South Carolina, Coastal Carolina versus UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio. The Idaho Potato Bowl, Northern Illinois versus Fresno. The Hawaii Bowl, Southern Florida versus San Jose State, in the lovely Honolulu, Hawaii. Then you got the Game Above Sports Bowl. What the hell? It is fitting. The Pitt Panthers in Toledo. You figured people from Pittsburgh screwed up and stuff, man. The Game Above Sports Bowl. What the hell is that? Then you got the Rate Bowl, the RATE, the Rate Bowl. Rutgers versus Kansas State. Go give you good rates on your insurance. Then you got the 68 Ventures Bowl, Arkansas State versus Bowling Green. Then you got the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. We know about that. Syracuse versus Washington State. The Birmingham Bowl, Georgia Tech versus Vanderbilt. The Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Oklahoma versus Navy. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl, you got Texas Tech versus Arkansas. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Listen, the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl, Texas A&M versus USC.
What the fuck we listen off all these bullshit ass bowl games for?
No, he didn't.
Nobody came here to hear this bullshit, DP. Just the notables.
Hell no. I'm trying to make a point. Then we got the Wasabi Fenway Bowl that's gonna be played in Fenway Park. UConn versus North Carolina.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't do a run sheet. This is all my fault.
Then we got the bad boy.
This is all my fault.
The Bad Boy Moors Pinstripe Bowl, Boston College versus Nebraska in Yankee Stadium. The Bad Boy Moors Pinstripe Bowl. What the hell? Then you got the
then we have the Eat a Dick Who Gives a Fuck BP.com Bowl. Let's move the fuck on.
Then we got the Isoleta New Mexico Bowl, Louisiana versus TCU.
And somehow or another, Dino thought that was gonna make him stop.
And then we have the Pop-Tart Bowl, Iowa State versus Miami. This is the one that kills me right here. This is the one. We got the Snoop Doggy Dogg Arizona Bowl, Miami versus Colorado State. The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. What in the hell?
If you stay high, you ain't gotta get high.
Then we got the good old Go Military Bowl. Part. Carolina versus North Carolina State. Rounded off with the Alamo Bowl, BYU and Colorado. This is the point I want to make with this one. Why is BYU and Colorado playing each other? Ain't they in the same damn conference? Why would they play each other in the? I don't get that, man. That is the dumbest thing in the world. They could have played anybody else for bigger ratings, but they put BYU versus Colorado in the Alamo Bowl.
So you went through 25 unnecessary bowl names.
Let me mute her. Then we got the
3 minutes of time.
Let me mute him. Then we got the Radiance Technology Bowl, Independence Bowl. Then we got the Trans Perfect Music City Bowl, Iowa and Mizzou. Then we got the Reliance Quest Bowl, Alabama and Michigan. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, Louisville versus Washington. The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, South Carolina and Illinois. the Kinders Texas Bowl, Baylor and LSU, the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, Duke and Old Miss, the Surf Pro First Responder Bowl, North Texas and Texas State. Then we got the Duke Mayo Bowl, Minnesota and Virginia, and finally the Bahamas Bowl, Buffalo and Liberty, man. Goes to show you, man, we got a lot of unnecessary bowls, man.
Okay, so you use the word unnecessary that I think was poignant. So people that are listening again, thank you for tuning in. If you thought that was an utter and completely useless waste of time, please put a 1 in the chat. I'll wait.
Anyway, we got those bowls. Coach Corey, what's happening with you, man?
Man, sit your ass down.
You sit your ass down, partner.
My
But-
bad, man. I'm outside the car trying to put some gas in the car so I don't have to walk my ass home.
That's important.
Hey, Coach,
Right.
I just ran through all the bowl games and some of the crazy
Bullshit,
names.
bullshit.
Thank
That's the
you,
ball.
Coach Corey.
Hey, man, those bowl games had significance, man.
Nobody on this
Yeah,
fucking
they're money
podcast.
makers for the NCAA. That's all they are.
How the hell Snoop Doggy Dogg get a? How is it a Snoop Doggy Dogg Arizona Bowl? How can y'all answer that?
Because he's the
Because
hottest
Snoop
thing
Dogg
out
is the
since the fucking Olympics.
yeah. Snoop Dogg
He
is
can
the
put his
guy right
name
now.
on anything. He can sponsor whatever the fuck he want. All the money he got.
That's a fact.
Right, he the man. So he basically is replacing Jay-Z as the token brother. If you didn't notice.
Hey, man, and speaking of that, man, UCLA fired Eric Bieniemy, man, as their offensive coordinator, man. So
Yawn.
what's next for Eric Bieniemy, man?
Nothing.
High school football.
You know what? You know, I'm gonna tell you where he say his
Pop
face
Warner.
at. You know, I'm gonna tell you where he say his face at. Eric
Go
Bieniemy,
back to Kansas City.
they ain't gonna let
Late.
him back there. They ain't gonna let him back there. Where he actually say his face at, and where he will be viewed as. I mean, if he goes to Colorado, man, he was a All-American running back at Colorado. I mean, he can be a assistant to Pat Shermer or something, man. But I mean, that would probably be the only place that would welcome him back right now because Eric Bieniemy don't have no options, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He ain't got no damn options right now. Eric
And
Bieniemy
that's his fault.
go back. Hey, what they say on what DJ say on Hustle and Flow? Come on home, skinny man. Come on home. Eric Bieniemy, come on home, man. Come on home.
Eric Bieniemy bet on himself and lost.
Big time.
That's why. Hey, Eric Bieniemy got to swallow. He got to be the prodigal son, man. And everybody know the story of the prodigal son, man. You got to come back home, man. You got to either go to Colorado or go back to Kansas City, man, and humble yourself, man. But will he do that?
No, he will not.
No, because his dumbass went to UCLA as another coordinator when you were in the NFL as a coordinator.
Put it like this: it prime league.
You did lateral demotion moves. Who the fuck does
Lateral
that?
move, right? A lateral demotion move, like you said.
Lateral demotion moves.
He would. Hey, after last year's Super Bowl win, he would have got a head coaching job, man. If he would have just been patient, man.
Spagnola ain't going nowhere.
Because he know he finna get the keys to that kingdom when Andy Reid says, "Here you go, buddy. It's all yours."
Spag ain't going absolutely nowhere.
If Prime leaves Colorado, Eric Bieniemy will probably be the next coach at Colorado.
No, he won't.
Sometimes
they didn't call his ass when it was a vacancy the first time.
He wasn't looking to go coach no college football.
But they didn't even reach out.
And then he just failed in college football.
He failed as an offensive coordinator.
How can you fail as an offensive coordinator and then think you're going to become
a head coach job?
Because Chip Kelly and UCLA called all his plays. Man, y'all know Chip Kelly called all his damn plays. Man, he did the shit in Oregon.
So
He
then
probably
what the
had
fuck did
minimum.
okay
He
then
probably
so
had
Chip
minimum.
Kelly was calling
He
all the
probably,
plays.
he,
What the fuck did Bieniemy actually do there? I'll wait.
Well, first of all, why would you go there if you know Chip Kelly gonna call the fucking play?
that's
Trying
the
to be
part,
on
coach. That was
And where
the dumb part right there.
and where is Chip Kelly?
UCLA.
You know what Chip Kelly's doing now? He's an offensive coordinator.
Where?
He's doing exactly what he did before.
Yep.
The Ohio State. That is the offensive coordinator there. Is Chip Kelly.
Yeah, she's right.
So they fired him too, huh?
Get out.
Well, when you're a black guy and you make lateral movements from NFL to college, you doomed to fail. You only make lateral movements the other direction.
Yeah, lateral, not lateral demotions.
That's like me being a high school coach and going to be
Junior high.
Defensive, yeah, at the junior Vikings. Kind of sense do that make?
Not at all, man.
Arthur Smith got a head coaching interview a couple weeks ago. He turned the job down. I forgot where he did down. Why? Because he failed as a head coach. He's doing pretty good right now.
I like my lane. He's like, I like my lane. I must just stay in my lane.
I'm gonna stay in my lane for right now.
What do I keep telling y'all about black coaches?
We know.
Every time you get fired, you fall further down the list.
Mm-hmm.
So now where the fuck is he gonna go? They'll go get Mike Vrabel,
Belichick,
Jeff Saturday, Belichick. They'll go anywhere but him. To the unproven guys. They'll go to the next. You gotta.
And speaking of Belichick, man, he just had his second interview with the North Carolina. He interviewed for the North Carolina head coaching job, man.
It's happening, man. He got to go to college to keep that little young piece of calico he got entertained.
Well, we know one thing for sure. we know he can't go to Chicago because the little young piece that he got is Caleb Williams' ex-girlfriend, man. So we know he can't go.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, Caleb Williams. Hey, Bill Belichick's young girlfriend is Caleb Williams' ex-girlfriend.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Hey man, you can't knock Uncle Bill. Hey man, you cannot knock Uncle Bill, man.
Okay, who's worse? Caleb Williams or who's the guy that lost his chick to
Maxie lost his chick. Maxie took what's the name of chick?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. What's worse?
I'll take Caleb. I'm
gonna say Caleb.
Yeah, man, you lose your gal
to a 70-year-old man
with great pubic hairs, man.
Look, that's too much. We didn't need to hear about his pubes, man.
Hey, man.
Only BP goes straight to the pubes.
Hey, man. Hey, if you ain't never seen what's the name of man with Adam Sandler, man, Big Daddy, man. Hey, Adam Sandler lost his gal to a 70-year-old pizza guy, man. So hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you think what like Mike Brown did was the better way for a black head coach that got fired a bunch of times?
Yeah.
He got fired from Cleveland. He got fired from the Lakers. Got fired from Cleveland again. Then he ended up as the assistant coach for Golden State and sat still and was on the side and won three.
LeBron got him fired. LeBron got him fired from the Lakers. So let's just call it like it is.
LeBron gets every coach fired.
That's a fact.
Yeah, he do.
That's a fact. Now LeBron talking about he want to finish his career off with Steph Curry, man.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Stop, man. Come on with this bullshit.
Hey, you should have heard. Hey, you should have heard
He didn't.
Stephen A. You should have heard
He didn't.
Stephen A. talk about that.
He didn't say
He wanted to. Mike Wilborn said that that's where if Golden State's looking to add another star, that's who they should grab. Like
Man,
LeBron saying.
LeBron.
LeBron said.
Hey, man.
Look, stop spraying
Hey,
your
man.
hair on. Let it go. You got to play with your son. Just ride this shit out so you can go ahead and announce your retirement now so you can get your roses the rest of the season. Call it a motherfucking day.
Hey, man. Going back to Bill Belichick real
Hold on.
quick.
Christ.
But I want shit.
Bill Belichick can get any chick he wants. He one of the most successful coaches there is. That's like the Playboy guy. No matter
Hefner.
how old you is, when you got all that
You
money.
have to. You have to.
You
Yeah.
got all that money and you walk up to a chick and say, hey, let's go out for a drink. She already passed the drink.
She's like, shit, I'm trying to get to your house.
Right. She like,
Hey.
drink?
We
I
can
don't
skip
even
the
need a
drink.
drink.
Hey, you let me tell you what Bill Belichick taking his girl remind me of? It reminds me of Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday. Remember when he got old girl from Saved by the Bell and stuff?
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
talking
mean,
about Jessica?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesse. Yep.
it's
Jesse.
not a secret, man, that these young chicks are trying to get financial
bag.
stability. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want the bag.
If
Just
I'm
like
20, if I'm 28 or 29 and Bill Belichick come up to me as a female, you think he gonna be like, no, you too old?
I'm on my back.
Hey man, hey,
Man,
just
you
hey,
seeing zeros like a mug.
hey, just like Robert Kraft,
Lots of
hey,
them.
just like Robert Kraft, oh Yankee and thank you, man, when he went to the massage parlors and stuff, man. Hey man, hey man, I'm telling you, man.
Bill Belichick is probably out there going, shit. Look at all these young girls I can have. He like
Hey,
the wolf on the hill looking down at all the sheep.
hey man,
Like, which one am I gonna get today?
hey, and Bill get his doctor to call them 100 milli Viagra's a day. He just go to work on these youngsters,
Get
boy.
his order of sedentafil in a non-discreet packaging.
Hey,
on them hymns, D. He get them hymns, man.
He better watch
hey,
it.
Why y'all
End up like the daddy and that at the funeral.
Hey, while y'all bullshitting, Bill always look like he in workout clothes. He probably at the gym all the time trying to save his vitality.
Hey man,
His vitality.
this is what I want y'all to hear about Stephen A.
And
Well,
it's
Stephen,
sharp on the
Full
screen
screen,
when
full
I
screen.
say what I'm about to say. Okay? I don't want to see it because LeBron James does not deserve it. Absolutely not. He does not. I said, Bert, you heard me. LeBron James does not deserve to be with Steph Curry. Here's why. Stay your ass right there in LA. You won a championship in the bubble. I understand the next year you lost in the first round. You had Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. You had a Kyle Kuzma. You had a Montrezl Harrell. You had a Alex Caruso. What do? You let all those cats go away because you wanted your boy Russell Westbrook. Now, I ain't throwing no shade on Russ because Russ looked damn good in a Clippers uniform. He's looking damn good in a Denver Nuggets uniform. He did not look good with the Lakers, okay? You wanted that, you LeBron James. And a lot of the mobility that the Lakers could have exercised if you had some of those pieces is something that derailed this franchise. See, a lot of times we get so caught up, Shay, we get so caught up, Perk, in the greatness of LeBron James, the individual player, and he's on the Mount Rushmore all time. I get it, okay? No shade there. But we get so caught up in his greatness as a player that we don't pay enough attention to the power of his influence and the moves that he compels to make that serves to derail a franchise like he did in Los Angeles. Nah, you don't get to lead out and go to Golden State. Stay your ass right there in Southern California, you understand, with Anthony Davis and figure it out. That's my position.
Stay your ass right fair.
He told, hey,
I would
He
definitely
told
have
him.
to. I would definitely have to agree with him because he's right. That Westbrook trade crippled the Lakers, just like all those moves that Kevin Durant did when he went to Brooklyn when they got James Harden. Then when he went to Phoenix and they got Bradley Beal, you crippled the organization and put them behind the 8 ball. And now they have nothing to go bargain with. It's either win with what you got on the court or win or just suffer through it.
They have no leverage and chips or nothing, man.
They have
They
no
in
leverage
trouble.
and chips. You have no trade capital. That and nobody wants nothing that's on your roster. And as much as Mike Wilborn is saying that would make sense, go say they're gonna pull that trigger. They're not letting go of Jonathan Kuminga, Pazinski, and all the and them cats for LeBron James, who's 40 years old. That's 4 rings. He played with LeBron in the Olympics. They won a gold medal. That's enough. That's all y'all gonna get to see of that.
That's it, man. Hey, man, let's go on segue on into our football, man. Before we get started, man, before we go over our recap of the games, Jason Kelsey, man, Penn State police won't charge Jason Kelsey over phone incident. Penn State University will not charge retired Phillies Eagle center Jason Kelsey after investigating an altercation with the fan over a cell phone before November the 2nd home game between Penn State and Ohio State. Goddamn, Jason Kelsey got money, man. Why is he fighting people over a goddamn cell phone? All right,
Because
man.
people know who he is.
That's the
Because
dude
people
that,
know who he is, and they come for him.
The
and
fan,
one of the fan called Travis a fag or something.
Yeah.
they call Travis a faggot, yeah.
And that pissed
You
Jason off.
gonna respond to that?
You don't like obviously those two are thick as thieves, man. They're tight brothers. They're gonna defend each other no matter what.
He broke that little dude's phone for talking shit. Who was trying to take a picture of him while he was talking shit about his brother.
Make sense, right?
Yeah.
So he broke the dude's phone.
He took the phone and threw the motherfucker on the ground and broke it.
Smashed it.
Kept walking. He never stopped. He snatched it out.
Smash.
Kept walking, smashed it, kept going.
Never have a nice fucking day.
So is Jason Kelsey gonna replace the phone, man?
I wouldn't.
I'll buy you a little fucking phone. I know you got insurance, bitch.
I'll buy him a phone. It'll be a flip phone.
Hey, I'm gonna say, ask what phone he had. The iPhone 16, man.
Hey, I'll find him old still.
I'll find the oldest phone that you can get that's unlocked and send that shit to him.
Merry
Christmas, motherfucker.
Hey, man,
iPhone SE.
Hey, man. Hey, Coach, man, you brought back memories when you say the
Get his ass to the Nextel push to talk.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I miss those Nextel phones, man.
Man, people, this is the F around to find out era.
Hey, man, he
sometimes got to fuck around and find out.
You got to get out these athletes' face, man.
But see, Kelsey's smart, because if he takes the guy's phone and just keeps it, then they get him for stealing.
Armed robbery. Yep, that's armed robbery. Then
no, it's not armed robbery.
Armed robbery is
he's not armed.
It's petty theft, right?
It's theft, but he just took the motherfucker and broke it. So now what you gonna do? They gonna say, yeah, he broke the phone, but you aggravated it to start it to get it broke. So now you on your own.
It's the state of Philadelphia, man. The state of Philadelphia got all dickheads in it, man. So I mean, it is what it is, man.
Damn, Drew, really?
He got all dickheads in Philadelphia, man. Shit.
And it's not the state of Philadelphia, you fucking jackass. I mean, it's the state of Pennsylvania.
The city of Philadelphia. Hey, that's what I'm saying. The city of Philadelphia.
They on the way, BP. You might wanna duck and cover.
And
Hey, let
BP,
the
just so you know,
let the
just so
motherfuckers
you
come over
hold,
here. I'll crack
Oh, see,
their
no,
ass.
see, now you're gonna get us banned. They're brandishing your motherfucking weapon live.
Hey
You
man,
now,
it
big
is what it is.
dummy.
BP, here's the
What's
thing.
it?
That also happened at University Park, which is in
What's that?
State College, Pennsylvania, which is also in the middle of the motherfucking mountains. So there was no Philadelphia police around. There was none of that shit. There was Mountain State Police that really don't give two fucks about some snotty nosed college kid.
And he was a kind of,
Hey,
and probably, be honest, man, he was probably drunk. It's a
And
good possibility he was
everybody
drunk.
in the state of
Kelsey
Pennsylvania
probably was
loves Jake.
too.
We
Yeah.
love Jason Kelsey in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the state of
So
Pennsylvania.
if you're gonna fuck with Jason Kelsey in PA, you're just an idiot.
You
Oh,
might as
yeah.
well just move.
That's career
Just get out.
suicide, man.
Just move.
That's just like you disrespecting Dr. J in Philadelphia, man. You're a dead man walking.
It's like
Right,
coming
get
from
out.
Mahomes in Kansas City.
That's it, man. Oh my God, man. Hey, let's go over these games and stuff, man. Some of the
Yeah.
things, some of the noticeables, man. Green Bay and Detroit. 34-31, man. Thursday night football, man. It was a pretty good game, man. Uh man. I think Detroit may be in trouble later on down the line with the defense, man. Cause I mean the advantage they're gonna have is they got all them games in Detroit. But if they end up losing and Philly end up putting it together, can
It ain't
Detroit
What
go
do
looking
to
you
good.
Philly?
mean? What
It
do you
ain't looking
mean
good.
putting it together?
I
We haven't
say if
lost since the bye week.
I said if Detroit loses and Philly keep it, I mean not
Who's
put it
winning?
together, but keep it rolling the way they have it. Because
Well, Philly's got some internal shit going on right now.
Shut up.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey,
On the
don't
next
shoot the messenger, Drew.
on the next episode of the Young and the Restless, man, AJ Brown and damn,
Jalen
AJ
Hurts,
Brown and
bro,
Jalen
hug it
Hurts
out.
again, man. They don't like
You know
Yeah,
what?
put
You
It
them
was
know what?
great.
no, put
It's
them in
it's
some boxing gloves, man. Let them duke it
it's
out, man.
but this time we don't know because now it's conflicting reports. You know, whatever Graham said, now he fucking backtracking. Oh, I didn't know and all this shit. But I do know AJ Brown has a history of this shit.
That's
Yep,
true.
we're gonna talk about that when we get there, man. But Green Bay, uh, hey, I had Jaden Reed, man. Jaden Reed had one
Uh,
freaking target, man, for a goose egg. Jaden Reed didn't do nothing. Drew got Jaden
Hey, be
Reed,
happy it wasn't a playoff game.
but man, you think Jaden Reed has been his hot target, but now he's starting
He's
to
on
feel
my
more and
bench.
more comfortable with Christian Watson now.
Watson.
Christian Watson has been his
Christian
go-to.
Watson.
Yes.
Let's
So
hope he go off on Sunday.
yeah, so it was a good game. 34-31 Detroit.
Told y'all dumbasses to pick the Lions.
Jacksonville 10-6. Matt
See, you
Jones,
gonna
man.
breeze right past that.
What's that? What's that?
I was the only one to pick the Lions.
Oh, we ain't
I
talking about
think I
that
picked the
anymore, man.
Lions too.
I think you jumped in with me, Drew.
I'm 90% sure I took Lions.
I think you did. I think we all lost the Titans Jags game.
Yep. Because we were across the board on like 5 games.
Yeah,
That was
Titans.
one of them.
Jags 10-6, man. Mac Jones 220. Trevor Lawrence is done for the season, man. Tony
But
Pollard
that fucked up their
going on
draft
Sue.
position
What's that? With them
by
winning?
winning that game. Yeah.
Jacksonville wasn't going after no quarterback. If anything, they were
It
going
doesn't
after
matter, but
Travis.
they was in line to compete for that number 1 overall pick.
If anybody, they're going after is Travis.
But you probably gonna need to be number 1 overall to get him.
But you just got to look at their record though. They only got 3. What they got 3 or 4 wins.
They have 3 wins now. They had 2 going into that game.
Who else got 2? It's only a couple more teams with 2 wins.
Raiders,
Giants.
Both teams need quarterbacks. So the Jacksonville is in prime. They can get Travis Hunter with that third pick.
But you got to understand how these teams work. I know what you need. I'm drafting ahead of you. How bad you want them?
This ain't
But
like
it-
fantasy. This ain't
we'll
like
take
fantasy, dog. This
But
ain't
wait a
like
minute.
fantasy.
Hold
The
on,
Raiders,
hold on,
the
hold on.
Raiders got the immediate need. They not finna pick up Travis Hunter. They got the immediate need.
Bump that. The Raiders might have an immediate need, but the Giants ain't that damn small.
What you say? The Giants what?
The Giants can still develop Tommy DeVito yet.
Chicken
Man,
They don't
cutlets.
have an
They ain't
immediate need.
smart enough to be strategic.
Not till you move out of his mama
The
house.
Giants ain't smart.
Well, Brian Dable is finna get fired in the next 3.5 weeks anyway, so you can count his goose is cooked, man. Brian Dable is the sure unemployment candidate, so he need to call the New York
about
State unemployment
The
office right
we
now.
are talking about
and
the
Get his
organization.
paperwork in order.
He need to call the New York State
Yeah,
unemployment
Let's
office,
talk about the org.
the Division of
This ain't-
Employment Security, and see how much can he get on the unemployment benefits.
Dabo is not the one that decided to play Danny Dimes over Saquon Barkley.
It's they dumbass GM.
He's gonna get fired too. Don't get
It's
it
gonna be a
twisted.
package. They both gonna get the fuck out.
Everybody, the whole house is getting
It's
cleaned
clean
out.
house.
Did you see the blip they put over the Giants game?
I heard a dude had a plane that said "Fire Dayball" or something like that.
No, it said, please end this dumpster fire.
Hey man,
Damn.
but you got to realize this too. When got to
And
sit
they
back
asked
and
Malik Davis about it. He said, "I didn't hire the plane."
sit back
That's what he
and
said.
think, man. When the New York Giants won the Super Bowl with Bill Belichick and everything, I mean with not Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick was on that coaching staff. So Bill Belichick does have ties with the New York Giants when he was coaching underneath Bill Parcells. So that's, I mean, hey,
Bill Belichick is going to college. He not going back to the NFL.
no, and I call bullshit on that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's trying to get the bidding war for him. So that's why he and his publicist, and he's taking this interview at North Carolina. He don't plan on going to North Carolina as me and you plan on going and hoop and stuff for North Carolina. Bill Belichick is using this as a ploy to boost him up and get him a good NFL job. He's not going to North Carolina. He's just using this as a stepping stone to get him other NFL coaching interviews and stuff. He's not going to North Carolina.
I still think if he does go to New York, it'll be the Jets before he goes to the Giants.
Like I say, he got history with the Moore family when he was underneath Bill Parcells.
Remember, he was the Jets head coach for one day.
Oh,
Oh, he's got history.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, he ain't even. It was 17 and a half hours of New York Jets head coach. Hey man, next one: New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. Man,
Jets going Jet. That piece of shit did it again, baby.
he threw for 339 though, dog. He threw. He lit it up in the air.
They thought they had a win. I said, just wait. Set your fucking watch.
Gift cards, they bring them and hand them to you.
He threw it. He lit it up, man. But I mean, hey, Tyreek Hill had 115. Jonnu Smith caught the game winner. So I don't know, man. But then you move on. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, man. We're not going to waste our energy talking about that guy, man. Let's move on to our next game, man.
Move on.
Atlanta and Minnesota. Minnesota 42-21. Out of all of that, Darnell Mooney was the leading receiver in that whole game with 142 receiving yards. Bijan had 92. Sam Darnold threw for 347.
Did Kyle Pitts register anything?
Man, I would not take Kyle Pitts, man. He is somebody you just take behind the barn and just put a bullet in his head, man.
Damn.
I remember my first year.
You got to
Damn,
put the sound back on, D. I want them to hear what you just said. I want to hear the gunshots. Put the soundboard back on. I want to hear the gunshots.
God damn.
I want to hear them gunshots, D, right now.
You say just take him to the woodshed?
But Dino,
Hey,
Jesus.
I distinctly remember my first year playing fantasy football. Somebody tried to trade me, Kyle Pitts.
Oh, I know. His name rhymes with CD.
yeah, because he had a damn, he had what's the name of man? He had Matt Ryan as his quarterback.
I've been warning people about Kyle Pitts since he came in the league. I said, dude, I don't trust this dude because I don't even remember him at Florida. I watched a lot of SEC football. I'm like, this dude, no. Everybody's
Honestly,
like, no, man, he gonna
they
be
liked
dope.
him.
I'm like, no, he not.
Yo, and I'm
Kyle,
gonna just tell you, Kyle
he had,
Pitts sucks ass on Madden too. He
he
drops
had
everything.
he had Kyle Pitts, one reception for 14 yards, dude.
Oh my God, man. People probably was needing to get into the playoffs, and he went out there and threw that shit out there.
And they didn't have nobody. It was either him or Jake Ferguson. Damn it.
Jake
I
Ferguson
mean,
at least got some receptions.
Jake Ferguson peed in the bed too, man.
Damn,
Hey man.
dude. No,
Hey, man.
let's talk about Kirk 2 Chainz Thuggins. No touchdowns in 4 games.
Yes, man.
None.
Why can't Taylor have a 5 touchdown game this week?
Had a
Mhm.
500-yard game and then now has 4 games without a touchdown.
And then
He
comes
had
out
two-
and
he
breaks
had
an
two-
NFL record this weekend.
He
Right.
had 2 interceptions.
That's
was
why I want to
sacked.
pick the Falcons, but I'm afraid, man. I'm fucking afraid.
Hey, Kirk Cousins was sacked 6 times.
Jesus,
London,
man.
London's
Hey
Drake
man,
London's gonna have 212 yards.
hey, but
I hope.
their receiving core, man. Jordan Addison, 8 receptions, 133, and 3 touchdowns.
3 tugs.
JJ had seven receptions, 132,
2
and 2 tugs. Both of them had 250-yard receiving touchdowns. Man, it was a good day to have Jordan.
Can we call
Addison.
the Falcons defense fool's gold because with those acquisitions they made in the offseason, getting Simmons and Judon, everybody's like, oh shit, like the Falcons is loading up.
I call the Falcons fool's gold, man. Not only their team, they gave all this money to Kirk Thuggins, who by the way is the most legalist crook that I've seen in the past 10 years in the NFL, man. He has started stealing money once he left the Commanders, man. They was the Redskins when he started stealing money. He went to Minnesota and got that 3-year, $86 million guarantee. Then they, on top of that, after they finished that, they gave him $100 and some million guarantee. Then he goes down and get another extension off that for another.
And won how many playoff
guarantee.
games with all of that money? How many playoff games has he won?
One. The Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs. And then he goes down to Atlanta.
That wasn't Kirk Cousins. That was Case Keenum.
Kirk Cousins what done?
That was Case Keenum.
Oh man, he sucked in, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he won one playoff game. I think he won one in Washington, man. But
Terrible.
other than that,
you'd be an idiot to sign Kirk Cousins at this point.
If I was Kirk Cousins' financial advisor, I'd just be high-fiving him, man. We got another one. He got another one.
Take your bag and run. Take your bag and run because ain't no more coming.
That's why I say, Kurt, we got another team, man. Another one fell prey to us.
It can't be another team. It can't be.
No, that's what he told him about Atlanta. We got another one, Kurt. They fell prey. They gave it to us.
You want to take it? All right, we'll take it.
We go get it. You only got to move. Kirk Cousins don't even have to move. He said you only got to move your wife down here to Atlanta because they don't probably cut us.
He's like, I'll do an interview in my good Christian sweater.
They gonna cut us out there. And that's what he told Kurt. They probably cut us out the season or two. But we set financially, man. That's what the advisor and his
Who
agent
else is
told him.
gonna take the fucking banana in the tailpipe?
That's what the agent told Kurt, man. They will cut us after a season or two. No doubt about it. We gonna get
Like,
cut.
look, don't buy a house, just lease one.
Just lease one.
Just
Just
rent.
get you a condo.
Just rent. Yeah.
That's it. You can keep your house wherever you got your regular house at. Just keep that right there. Cause there ain't no need for us to get no permanent residency
Yeah.
down here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Don't make friends.
Hey man, the Saints and the Giants. I don't even want to talk about that game.
I got something.
14
I
Don't
got
make
something funny
friends.
about that. I got
Hey,
something funny about
homeschool
that.
your kids.
About that Saints and that Giants game, right?
What you
Why-
got? What you got about that?
Why was I surprised when they announced when we were going over on Get Up or something the other day? I said, damn, they played.
Who?
The Saints
The
and the
Saints
Giants.
and the Giants. I didn't even know they played. I thought they
Oh, but the killer part is how the game ended.
I thought it was on a bye.
No. Did you see how the game ended?
No, because I didn't know they played.
Another fucking blocked field goal.
Yes, the Giants. I thought they were gonna fire Dable right then and there, man. I thought that nigga
was the
wasn't gonna
time to
make it out
do
the
it.
stadium, man.
That was
I thought he
the
was
Giants.
gonna get fired.
The Giants are the only team without a home win.
Nah, he ain't gonna get fired right now. You wanna know why? He wants to get fired right now.
They're like, nah, we're gonna make you suffer after the rest of the season.
and
suffer.
then pull the life support cord on you. Hey man, Carolina and the Eagles, man. Carolina at the Eagles. And also in that Giants game, Drew Lock was they leading rusher too with 59 yards.
Jesus. We're gonna let Drew have the floor for this Eagles Panthers game because hey, Drew, I picked them in my eliminator and I about choked on my damn wings at Millwood Sunday because I couldn't believe what the fuck I was watching. How are the Panthers still in this game?
Here's what I've noticed lately about the Panthers, Dinos. Over the last 3 or 4 weeks, the Panthers team that we're seeing on the field is not the Panthers that we've seen the rest of the season.
It's an imposter.
It may be an imposter, but they almost beat the Chiefs.
They did.
Almost beat Philadelphia.
They did. And they almost beat somebody else too.
Right. So there were 3 games that they should have won against. 2 of those games are against top 3, top 4 teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So something's going on down in Charlotte. Now, I also feel that Philadelphia may have kind of looked past this game, which I feel would be easy to do. And it just seems like the offense wasn't really clicking. Maybe
Baltimore.
there is something going
Carolina.
on between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. Who knows? Because most of this year, even when Devonta Smith was healthy, he was getting little things here and there. What I noticed from watching the game is Jalen Hurts was looking to Devonta Smith before he was looking to A.J. Brown.
Well, I think he's looking at Devonta Smith trying to get him back reacclimated to the offense because he's been out for a while and stuff.
Look, I understand that, and that's all good and well. But he can acclimate during fucking practice.
And that's coming.
They don't do that shit in the game.
That's coming from an AJ Brown fantasy owner too. And I'm in the boat with you on that because I got AJ Brown in 4 other leagues, man. And I was just looked at his performance. I was just utterly disgusted, man. I'm like, damn, is it that hard? But then somebody said in one of our other group chats is Jalen Hurts is not the same quarterback that he was last year and the year before. It's like with his decision making and stuff, man. He's not the same quarterback, man.
Defenses. He cannot read defenses. Like he doesn't throw anticipation passes. He literally stands there and stares a person down and then tries to throw the ball instead of anticipating them coming open and throwing the ball to a spot. He doesn't do that. So that's easy to defend, right? And
Yeah.
then if he don't take off and run, he's just a sitting duck. So,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
told you weeks ago, y'all team runs through Saquon. That's where everything needs to start, and then you play action off of that shit.
Hey
Mhm.
man.
I
Hey,
don't know
hey,
how to
And
adjust to that.
hey,
just the
hey
thing
man.
that blows my mind is Philadelphia has only scored 17 points all season in the first quarter.
That's ridiculous.
But on their last drive before halftime and the second half, their offense wakes up.
Well, guess what, Drew?
So where
They
Philly's
gonna
going to
fly
run
in the
into
playoffs.
exactly what I was going to say is where Philly's going to run into issues is if somebody gets up on them big early.
Oh, race them.
And then
It's
I don't
definitely be a
know if they're
problem.
going to be able to. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back.
Yeah,
They're
if you,
doing
if you
it,
don't have
but their defense, Philly's defense, is one of the top defenses in the league right now. Which I at fucking 6 or 7 weeks ago we were talking about how suspect their defense was, and now they seem to pull it together on defense, and the offense is starting to fall the fuck apart.
yeah, it's just like my golf game. One day
And
I
can
can
we?
put, another day I can only drive.
And we didn't touch on this last week. I just want to say, shout out to Cooper DeJean or DeJean for his hit on Derrick Henry in the Ravens game because we just kind of blew over it. Nobody hits Derrick Henry like that, and he got hit by a fucking rookie and laid
And
the
went
fuck out.
backwards. Yeah,
But
yeah, he went backwards. Congratulations.
Hey man. Hey, speaking, hey, they should have lost. Philly could have lost that game, man. But I'm gonna let y'all. If this is kind of this would have been my what the hell, but Xavier Legette reminds me so much of West 10, and this is why, man.
Oh
This
shit.
This is why
country as hell.
this is why he remind me of West 10.
That last play, next to last play.
Shit, I thought I caught that bit. And then I just watched the video. They just put the replay up. I ain't know it hit the ground. You gotta make the play.
You felt like you had control before hitting the ground.
Yeah.
When you saw the replay, did you still think you caught it?
Nah, I see. As soon as I make contact with the ground, they clock that.
You don't handle that kind of stuff very well. How do you kind of move on from it?
So I just gotta play better. That's all it is to it.
We've seen you make big plays. How do you just explain what happened there? You just right put it where he needed to.
See, I done made a couple plays, but I gotta make the ones when it matters. That was the one to win the game. I know.
As you guys were driving down the field, were you and the whole offense so confident that you were going to punch that into the end zone as you were driving?
Yeah. I feel like we had the momentum. I feel like we had 5 under us. And just kind of that last play.
Thielen said that when he gets a chance to talk to you, he's going to say, look, all of us who play this position have had critical drives.
I mean, through my whole career, man, I done had games like this. I mean, it hurt though. I feel with the way the season going, I feel like we're going trending in the right direction.
It hurt. No.
We'll do a couple more.
Did you feel like this was a game like it could have been a real signal game? You start that drive at the 3-yard line, you move down there, but did you allow yourself to think of how big a win this could have been?
Yeah, for sure, man. And everybody felt it. Like I said, it kind of on their lap.
You told us a couple of weeks ago after that, I think it was the Chiefs game, that you texted Bryce that night and said, like, I'm going to make that play for you. What do you kind of tell Bryce after this one and that play at the end specifically?
I hear you. I got to take them to the chin. I got to see now what I need to do different.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, X. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, I need to take that one to the chin.
Time out. Before we get into this Southern draw, looking ass Bama, That game was in Carolina, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And that's the Carolina locker room, correct?
Yes.
Why they got
Yes.
these old fucking JFL middle school ass lockers and shit for a fucking football franchise? Really? You see that bullshit?
Hey man,
That's
if
room,
he
big
don't, hey man, if he don't sound like West 10, I don't know who the hell sound like West 10, cuz.
Only thing he didn't say is you hear me. Looking ass.
Shout out to West 10, man, wherever he had that tonight, man. West 10, man, we thinking about you, brother.
Hey, you heard me looking ass.
But man, on the serious note though, man. Hey, if he catches
We ain't got one there, no
football,
play back. I'm like, what the fuck did he just say?
Hey,
Open
man,
your mouth, boy, and talk.
if he catch that football, man,
Yeah, I gotta do better. He
If
sounded
he
like Jameis if Jameis Winston was high and they interviewed him after the game.
and speaking
He'd
of
sound like that dude.
And speaking of Jameis Winston, man, that is the perfect setup for our next game. Cleveland at Pittsburgh, man. 27-14.
He gotta be more specific. He need to
Jameis,
tell God to deliver him from going picks.
And he messed it
Yeah.
up again.
Hey man, I would have loved. I did not even see the post game. I bet you it was colorful. The post game interview with
need to
Jameis
watch.
Winston.
Colorful is an
Watch
understatement.
The second episode of Hard Knocks in season is airing right now.
Get your popcorn.
And what channel is it on, CC?
All of them.
Max.
What channel is it? What? CC, what is it? What channel is it on? I'm sorry, I didn't even look at it last week because you know
it's on HBO Max.
HBO Max. You know, CC, I was
right,
looking
Drew
at,
McDowell.
I was looking at Hard Knocks. I was looking at Lil Rail, CC. You know what I was looking at last
but
week.
deliver me from throwing pick sixes. My team play hard and I mess it up.
Hey man, hey man, that was worse than one of my partners, man. I gotta give one of my partners, man. He
was worse. Xavier Legette or Jameis Winston. I'm sorry, we might have to poll question this shit tomorrow.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what was worse. One of my partners, man. He's a
You gotta get Drew some tissue
man.
over there, man. Can we get some tissue for Drew?
He went in the pastor's office and he told the pastor, and I pastor light skinned like you, D, a little bit lighter than you.
I'm not light skinned. What?
Hey man, he went in my pastor's office and he said, Pastor, he said, I'm glad you met with me, man. He said, I can't control my dick. And you should have saw the look on the pastor's face. He couldn't control his dick. And the pastor just was speechless, man. He turned red. He was like, Brother Ernest, I gotta pray for you, man. And he said, first time I heard this, man.
Hey, I can't hear you control your peen. That's a personal problem between you and God.
Hey, that's why he went to the
I'm not the one to stand in the middle of that conversation. Pause.
Hey man, you gotta stand in the gap.
Now, right? Tell me your pastor now, right?
I'm talking about GGC.
I would have paid money for somebody to go in the bishop office and say that. To see it.
To be a hole on the wall.
That would have been classic, man.
That would have been. Do you know?
Just went and said, hey, Pastor, I appreciate you praying for my dick.
Hey, man.
I would have paid money to see this
Hey man,
because it was epic.
Hey man, Bishop. Hey, I just sat. I just sat in on some stuff, man, and
it was epic, wasn't it?
Classic, man, instant classic, man. But Jameis Winston them lost, man. Pittsburgh won again and everything, man. Mike Tomlinson, man, he has probably some of the best sound bites, man. Hey man, hey man, Mike Tomlinson, man, has some of the best sound bites, man. If you,
It's Tomlin, you jackass.
Hey, Mike Tomlin, okay? Okay.
Damn,
Wow,
CC, you just gonna let that shit ride, huh?
Because I said Mike Tomlinson. Mike Tomlin.
You did
All right,
it like
man.
3 times.
Y'all got y'all point, man. What the fuck, man?
He ain't related. He's not related to LaDainian Bama ass.
Hey, man. Mike Tomlinson, fuck y'all, man. Fuck you too,
Messed
Drew.
it up.
I messed it up.
Drew. Trying to be a goddamn English teacher, man.
It's
Fuck
the
you,
way
Drew.
he said it, Drew, and he put his head down like, my team play hard, and I just mess it up. I don't know, man. Did we put the Jameis soundbite up to, like, who can we compare it to? Jim Morris rant? The playoffs? Playoffs? Are you kidding me? That's an all-time great.
Yo, you need to clip that. I messed it up and put it on the soundboard.
I just mess it up. I am going to work on that. Oh, fuck. Go ahead, BP. My bad.
That kills me.
And he had his head down in shame, too. I just messed it up.
Hey, man, Mike Tomlin got some funny sound bites, man. When I say some funny sound bites, he cursing people out when he told his players, shut your ass up. I'm trying to find that one that got everybody on. Here it is, right here.
Oh, shit. Woo. And this was what, 2 weeks ago?
Speed and endurance. When their game is
My bad, y'all. I'm trying to pull it together here. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was a hard knock.
Hey, man, y'all better leave Jameis alone. But here go Mike T.
Hey,
man.
Jameis need to leave himself alone.
Hey, man, here go Mike T, man.
Yes, sir. Yep. All right. Oh, man, you a mic'd up. Shut up. Oh, you shut your ass up. Let's go.
Right here.
Yes, sir. Yep. All right. Oh, man, you a mic'd up. Shut up. Oh, you shut your ass up. Let's go.
Shut your ass up.
Who is he talking to?
He talking to one of the players, man.
Broderick. The one that's always getting all the false starts.
Oh, the one that keep jumping?
The one that keep.
He says, shut your ass up.
Hey, play that. I put it in there.
Let's go for the win, man.
Never say never, but never. Okay? Anybody else got any questions about any college jobs? There's not a booster with a big enough blank check.
Your final message be to your team before you send them out here?
Don't blink. If you're a blinker, cut your eyelids off. You know, this is not going to be for the faint of heart. We understand what type of game we're in. It's going to take a ridiculous effort and 60 minutes of it, and we're excited about it.
Anyone? Mike, you have a year left on your contract. What is your reaction to potentially playing 13 straight weeks, and how tough will that be physically?
We do not care.
Let's go for the win, man. Man, he is off the chain, man. Man, I'm fucking working. Man, Mike Tomlin crazy, man. But that's why they love playing for this dude.
No.
Man.
Play that clip right there. You can get off Mike Tomlin after that. Because I wanted to show y'all this last week. I didn't have a clip of it.
Which clip?
I put it in a group chat. Like this right here was like, I see why LX players and players want to run through a brick wall for him.
Prepped for a Herculean task, beating Orlando Zeus Brown.
Herbert, we got Orlando Brown this week. And so let's work. You and Zeus. You know what I mean? Dallas had, 3.5, 4 sacks on him, man. And 2 football games, they had to go shopping. That's why Zeus is there.
It's coming. Stay deliberate. You good, brother. You good. It's coming.
One-on-one on Zeus, man, you got to kill him.
Time to see if Herbig can scale Mount Olympus.
So 51 got to kill Zeus. He got to kill him. That's what we talked about all week.
Burrow gets the snap.
Take it from him.
Irving, the strip sack, it is picked up by Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's that hard. He's that hard. He's that hard.
All week, Nick Herbig was
Herculean task.
Hey man, I like Mike Tomlin. I don't give a damn what nobody said. I like him, man.
The coaches of the AFC North, you can see why their teams are behind.
They all have, except for maybe the Bengals coach and the Browns coach.
But between Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin,
Stefanski looks like fucking George Clooney's brother.
Oh, he's going to get fired too, man. They getting rid of his ass.
Stefanski.
Yes, he gone. He gone. He did 3 years. Yeah, his ass up out of there. Las Vegas and Tampa Bay. We don't got to talk about that one, man. Tampa Bay 28-13. Seattle at Arizona. Seattle came out and punched Arizona in the mouth, man.
Zach
Charbonnet, man.
If I only get Charbonnet to repeat that performance against Dino, it'd be great.
They say they don't know if Kenneth Walker gonna be back.
It's K9 may have lost his damn job.
Just because person had one good week, man, I can't say.
But it's been a bunch of bad weeks. It's been a bunch of bad weeks, and Kenneth Walker cannot stay healthy.
I had K9 on my fantasy team. Charbonnet had 51 fantasy points Sunday. 51.
Kenneth Walker hasn't had 51 combined the last 6 games.
And I dropped Charbonnet over in Gridiron, and Dino went and go pick him up and stuff, man. And he still ain't in the playoffs. Drop him back, god damn it. Drop him back. I had him the whole season as a backup to Kenneth Walker.
You're live, and that was collusion.
It's a whole. What are you talking about?
I said that was when you said drop him back. If he would go in there and drop him back, exactly.
I don't touch that team.
If he would go in and, well, I mean, if you're out of the playoffs, just fucking drop your whole roster. What the fuck? Watch the circus ensue.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that, dog.
Integrity. No, you don't go and drop your whole damn roster. No,
I hate
them players are off the board.
I hate, but I do say if you're not in the playoffs, don't touch the waiver wire. I think
you can Friday because, like, in certain leagues, like especially if there's a punishment for last place.
Now, when I talked, our punishments are regular season last place. Not playoff last place. It's regular season last place. But like I was telling before we came on air, Game made a good point. Like Drew dropped Christian McCaffrey. If somebody wanted to go in and pick up Christian McCaffrey and put him on their roster, they can keep. Now, see, that's the thing. You can go in and pick up C-Mac and keep him, put him on your roster, and since you pick him up as a free agent, you keep him in the 18th round. Matter of fact. Give me 1 second, man.
Really? You greaseball ass. Really? Dude, go pick him back up. Beat his old munchkin in face ass.
Give me 1 second, dog.
Get him. Get him. Coach Corey, you see this shit?
What are you doing?
Trying to pick up McCaffrey so he can keep his ass next year.
No, I'm not, man.
Yes, you are.
As a league,
he just dropped Gus.
He dropped Gus, and I just hit save. I tried.
Fuck you.
Hey, dog, don't worry. As a league manager, I'm gonna go right back in and take him off his roster.
No, you're not. How you gonna take him off my roster?
Yes.
How? Tell me that. How you gonna take him off my roster?
I mean, it was legal. I did drop him.
Bingo. But let's move on to our next game.
That's okay. We'll vote the shit. We're gonna vote the shit down next year anyway. That's a dumbass rule. That's a dumbass keeper rule. You should have to.
That
You
was
should
the
have
dumb
to.
keeper rule.
You should have to draft a player and have him on your roster like
That
Gridiron.
was a
That's a
dumb keeper
solid
Hey,
class
rule.
keeper
Dino,
rule.
That
Dino,
was a dumb
Dino,
keeper rule.
Dino.
What
Let
up?
him, let him grab Christian McCaffrey. We know we ought to change. You know we ought to change the keeper rule too. You can keep anybody, but you got to keep them in the round they were drafted in.
No,
That's
we
it.
said that's a
I'm
free
with
agent.
that.
But like we did, like we voted on, and we get it was a
Oh.
free agent. You pick up any free agent. Hey, any free agent you pick up.
Hey,
No.
that's what Coach Corey was talking about. Motherfuckers want to keep changing the rules.
That y'all trying to change it.
No, but you keep changing the rules to benefit what you got going on.
What did I change the rule to? This has been a
I
rule
said
that's been in place
that's
all
fine.
season.
We can vote on it. That's the dumbest shit I ever seen. So he drop a player because he's injured at the end of the season. You go pick him up and keep him in the 18th round. That's the dumbest shit.
So
So that defeats the point of fucking keepers.
Let me ask you this.
The strategy of keepers is I kept this dude on my roster and I drafted him.
So when Greg,
It's
last
different
year
if you drafted him,
hey man,
dropped him, somebody picked him up, dropped him.
Let's move on, man, because this is gonna be a mute point anyway, man. Let's move on, dog. Hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, Seattle at Arizona, 30-18. Seattle won that. Like y'all say, Charbonnet will take over that running back spot. I don't think so, but it may be a market for Kenneth Walker. He may not be back. Seattle want to stay young. They'll stay with Charbonnet. If he wants to go with they want to go with Kenneth Walker.
They just need to go ahead and keep and do what like Detroit do. They need to use Charbonnet more.
Yeah.
Split them.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Buffalo and the Rams. Buffalo 44-42.
I told y'all so.
44-42. I did too. I said Buffalo. I said the Rams too. Shit, you wasn't the only one. Me and you both said it. So stop blowing your own horn. Shit. Buffalo did. Hey, that was a good game though. Josh Allen, 6 total touchdowns, man. Kyron Williams, 87. Puka, 162, man. Like Ernest. Dino, you playing Ernest in what league you playing Ernest in, D? You ain't playing Ernest, are you? In Elite.
I don't know who I play in the league.
But Ernest has Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp.
No, he don't. I got Puka.
No, that must be in North Side. In North Side. I'm sorry. That's a different league. But that's a recipe for disaster, I think, man. Here's what it is, man. Here's what it is. But like I said, that was a good game. It was a shootout. James Cook didn't do nothing. So that makes you think that this may be a James Cook kind of week, like Dino said earlier today. This may be a James Cook kind of week. So
it depends on how
go upstairs, bro.
Detroit gets up on them.
Yeah,
Go
one
upstairs,
week too late for me because James Cook didn't do shit for me last week when I needed a win.
Yes. Go ahead, bro.
Let me close the whole question out.
We got Chicago and San Francisco, 38-13. Garendo, 78 yards. Kittle had 151.
Come on, let's go.
Kittle had 151. Garendo, 78 yards. Did Garendo had 2 touchdowns or 1?
Yeah, 2.
He had 2. And it's a possibility he may not be playing Thursday night.
Is this true?
Hey, the San Francisco 49ers running back room is cursed. Period. Point blank. Cursed. They are cursed. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
C-Mac might be at the end of the line.
At the end of the line, what? For what?
Prime. Past prime.
Yeah, He could be. He could be, man. But that offense Kyle Shanahan has, man, will definitely probably preserve him and everything, man. So
how is gonna preserve? They preserving him now.
Well, the injuries happen. in
That
preseason.
statement you just made is absolutely ridiculous.
What? What? Kyle Shanahan's offense hopefully preserves them.
When they're on like the 6th string fucking running back.
Right.
Well, running
They
back
using
by
the
committee.
practice squad running back as a backup running back.
It is what it is, man. But Christian McCaffrey, he could be past his prime. You got these young guys coming and running the ball out there in San Francisco. He just signed his money. He got married. He got the marriage stuff, man. He getting his little thing done. Hey, man, the marriage thing, man. He a newlywed, man.
So basically, him and Dak on the same fucking trajectory because both their asses got contracts, dumbasses got married, and now they both fucking done for the season.
Yeah. They probably in Cabo right now, chilling. But the Bears, man, I don't know what to say about the Bears. People up here in this area is ready to kill themselves, man.
Why? You had a lame duck coach that you didn't get rid of. You had a quarterback. You just basically gave him away for nothing to get another quarterback under the same bullshit coaching staff. No identity on offense. You go and get, but you don't run the ball. Like I could keep going.
But what you guys don't know, man, and I see this, Bears fans, you got some Bears fans that are delusional like Cowboys fans, man. And I didn't experience some diehard Bears fans that say that this is the Bears year to go to the playoffs and everything and make a deep run. And I'm like, are you kidding me? But
they can make a run to the playoffs, but they're gonna be one and done if they get in.
But
they're not getting it.
But that's all I'm saying. The Bears, you got Bears fans up here that's delusional, like some Cowboys fans, man.
They just excited because they finally had a quarterback that brought some excitement, right?
Since they had Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields wasn't a bad quarterback.
Justin Fields couldn't fucking throw. He was a read option quarterback and couldn't throw. Caleb can actually throw.
That franchise has changed offensive coordinators ever since Eberflus got there, man.
And the problem is
a young quarterback. Hey, Justin Fields could not even get settled in that offense because he had his 3 years there, he had all different coordinators, man. His 4 years there, he had all different coordinators, man.
And he had a shitty head coach at the helm.
Being able
that matters.
What'd you say, Coach?
Coordinators don't have nothing to do with you being able to throw.
This is true. All we do is design a play, and you got to execute it.
Justin Fields only came in the league in 21. So it would have been 21, 22, and 23.
So
that he
3
had to deal
years
with the bullshit. Yeah.
3 years, 3 different coordinators, man. Yeah. You can't blame the kid for too much like that, man. But hey, he in a good system now.
He can't complete passes. He can't throw. You're not gonna blame Deshaun Watson. Who you gonna blame it over him? The same guy. Can't fucking throw.
Can't throw.
Bad feet, bad mechanics, can't throw.
Deshaun Watson used to be good when he was a Texan.
How much of that do you blame coaches though? I mean, I know that's physical gifts. We know that's physical gifts, but how much of that would you blame on a coach for developing? Because coach is supposed to develop.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson got his meat fixed too much. That's why he can't throw no more.
You think coaches are developing in the NFL?
You should be developed by the time you get there.
Think about
so if the coach don't develop in the NFL, what should the coach do then? If they're not developing, should they be enhancing what was developed in college?
You have to draft guys that fit your system, that do what you need them to do. Everybody went after the shiny tool in Justin Fields. Justin Fields couldn't throw. Why do you think he's only in Pittsburgh doing read option plays? If he could throw, they would put him in for more than read option plays. He can't throw. He's not accurate.
But you just blame that to the Ohio State system. So, I mean.
No, Ohio recruited a high school kid that did what they needed him to do. He didn't have to throw many passes at Ohio State.
Well, the thing is, was he a good quarterback, man? Should he have played quarterback? The answer to that is probably no. I mean, he could have played anything.
For what they needed in college. But now when you get to the pros, it's not the same. You got to be polished. You got to have pocket presence. You got to understand coverages. You got to understand all the intricacies. If you don't, you gonna have.
So you can say the same thing about Haskins, man.
Okay, your point.
I'm just saying, but you can say the same thing about Haskins.
I don't think you made a good point there.
What about quarterbacks not having good mechanics, good footwork? That was the case. How much? If Haskins ain't had the same mechanics, had a mechanics issue. Fields had a mechanic issue. It seemed like Stroud is having the same mechanic issues. What is the damn problem? The system, the Ohio State system. Like Coach was just saying, college. Okay, the college coaches got to develop the coaches in college got to develop the players, right? Since the NFL coaches ain't developing shit, the college coaches got to develop them.
But what I'm saying is,
not has the same problem.
It's not the system, because those guys are brought into those universities to do exactly what they're doing. Read option, run. You have very little that you have to look for to throw. You have one little thing that you have to key on. They're all able to thrive in that situation. But what are you going to do when it becomes more than that?
That type of guy needs to go. That type of guy needs to end up. Quarterback needs to end up in a situation kind of similar to a Jordan Love, where you're behind a Hall of Fame quarterback for a number of years and are able to kind of develop on that level. When they're brought into the NFL and thrown into the fire like that, because it was never polished up, you're not gonna have no problem.
Or how about, instead of being in Miami smoking weed and drinking at the end of the season, you go to a quarterback guru and work on your skills.
That's a fact.
How about that?
That's what should be that's what should be happening, but that's not how it always happens, man. Charges.
Because somebody went 45,000 bowl games and lost everybody.
You're making all this money, but you're not investing in yourself.
Yeah. And you wonder why you ain't getting the big money, the big type contracts like the Joe Burrows and the Josh Allens and the Mahomes and stuff. You're not gonna never get those contracts because you don't invest in yourself. Chargers, Kansas City.
I bet you them guys you just mentioned been to some quarterback camp or, work at a quarterback camp with somebody and return to that guy to help them with their stuff that knows these things, and they perform better.
Yeah.
That's why it's no secret everybody wants you to do it, because Tom Brady has been working with it.
Uh-huh.
Uncle.
Yep. And then, Chargers, we got two more games. Chargers in Kansas City, 1917. Chargers should have actually won this game, man, but Kansas City figured out another way to pull it out. And then that third down when they had an open shot on Mahomes, he missed. I'm glad Dino offered, man, because Dino would have had a conspiracy theory about he ran past him on purpose and stuff. So Mahomes could get
Oh yeah, man, he ran past him on purpose.
Hey, we know what Dino would have said, right?
Yeah,
he ran past him on purpose.
And then win.
Right.
Fuck out of here, Dinos. I know you ain't on right now. Get the fuck out of here any old way.
For you, man. And then last game, Cincinnati and Dallas. Dumbest play. Hey, that right there, that play at the end of the game after the punch should have got Mike McCarthy fired, man. That had to be, in JFL to get away from the football, man. In JFL to get the hell away from the football, man.
You know, the last time that happened, it happened on the same kind of play against. It happened to the Dallas Cowboys.
They are just cursed, man. Certain teams out there are cursed, man.
So I guess tomorrow when we do what the hells, somebody got to mention Mike McCarthy walking off like old boy off of Friday. He gonna cry when he get in the locker room.
You mean Michael Parsons?
Michael Parsons, yes.
Yeah, man. He Parsons
immediately.
Oh my God, man. Michael
He
Parsons.
cried in the locker room.
He was like a big old kid, man.
I'm like, how you going to the locker room? You just gonna leave the field.
Right.
Like you ain't gonna wait. Nothing?
Didn't shake nobody. Didn't shake nobody.
They gonna shake nobody's hand. He
didn't even take his helmet. He left his damn helmet on the sideline. He didn't even take his helmet. And if I was the coach, I would have told one of the equipment, don't even touch it. Let him go back out there and get that damn helmet himself. Unbelievable, man. Man, that's it, man, for our
Them boys entitled, baby. He'll never take his helmet. It's like the quarterback at the end of the game. Michael Parsons don't take his helmet.
just like Shador, man. My boy Shador and Travis, they don't touch their helmets neither, man. Hey, the Home Depot College Awards will be this Thursday coming up, man. I'm excited to see who does what, who gets what, man. But Shador, like I said, Shador got the Johnny Unitas Award, the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. What you finna say, Coach?
About time.
So yeah, man, we gonna see the Heisman this Saturday at 8:00 from New York City, boss. Other than that, man, we do our pick'em some more, man. Check us out tomorrow, man. We're gonna slide out of here and do our what the hells and our pick'em some more, man. We out of here, y'all. Peace out.